So first, I would like to start this part this way, as you have now seen, for example, on the Android side. First, kind of like a quiz, okay? A little bit of a quiz where you guys participate as well, and you let me know your knowledge on the product as well, because this will be helpful for you down the line as you start working with it. So, for the which program is a designated one to use if you're looking for just getting into class and start writing straight away and actually just maybe bring something from the internet? Yes? Correct, perfect. So the SBS Note is a designated program to do that. If you would like to prepare the class in advance, again I reiterate, use the Starboard software. It's more complex in the beginning, however, to be honest, the best trainers in the software are the teachers at the end of the day, completely. This was actually, the software was developed by Hitachi in partnership with Oxford University, and there was a really professional professor in the Oxford University called Michelle Conway. She helped develop the software, and she's the best trainer ever because, of course, she developed this together with Hitachi, but at the same time because she was teaching. And the teachers are the ones who know what tools they need to teach and know what's useful for them to create these classes. So, further quizzing. If you would like to bring on an image to the board, what would you do? Yes?
Search tool.
Perfect. So you go and search. And now let's look up a dog. Now, how do I bring, once the dog appears, how do I bring this dog into the board? Yes? Okay, one tap?
No, just hold it a couple
Okay,
seconds.
long press it. There we go. And then we have the dog here straight away. So this works with any image that you can find in Google Images. Again, now I'm just showing a dog, but see the potential on this when you're actually introducing important content. When you're over textbook, for example, you want to bring a periodic table to the board, you can bring it on. You want to bring a wall map, anything. And the good thing is that all this content will be, you can use it, right? So you can write on it, you can remark certain things, you can use a multi-pen, of course. Now, how is the setup of the different colors on the pens? You know, there is possibility of using one color with this pen and one color with your finger. How do we do that? Anybody? Yeah. Does anybody remember where that function is in the software? Yes. Setting, perfect. Perfect, there we go. We made it, perfect. Well done. And here the setup again is very simple. Just tap, 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 it detects, and then you just finish the detection. You can upscale it a bit to 10 like I did, 30, and then we have this setup already done. So basically now you will be able to write with one color and with your pen and with another color with a finger, okay? So again, this is very useful when you're bringing different kids to the board, so that if you bring in two of them, they can do this at the same time, okay? And also if you want to differentiate your writing, so for example, here you can also see that this side of the pen will write green, while this side will write black. So it's also a way of doing that. To erase, what ways do we have to erase? With the back of your hand, okay, good. Perfect, that is the most simple way to do it. You can also, of course, select the eraser if you want. And to erase the full page, it takes away everything, except of course the floating windows. It will take away the images, it will take away the text, everything, every object that you have on the board will be erased by this tool, okay? Good. Options do we have to use the text pen function? How do we do that if we want to write with text? You.
Single.
Single?
Yeah. And then there's like that one with the T next to it.
This one, right? Perfect. So now we have the text function, which we have it there. What can we do with this?
Search a picture.
Perfect. So we can search the picture directly online. Great. So now we have found a cat. And we can, of course, again, bring it to the board. Perfect. Now, what other option do we have to make a word become text? Anybody?
Write and select.
Correct. So we go right with a normal pen, and then we write dog, and then we simply have to select, and then we turn into text, okay? And it turns afterwards. So this is very useful actually, because you don't have to change the pen all the time. Sometimes you only want to turn certain things into text only to look it up, right? So if you have written already many words, you have written a series of words, and you want to only one of them look it up in the internet, then you just select it, turn it into text, and then you can search it directly. Okay? Yes?
Is the way changing the font?
Is it what, sir?
The way changing the font.
The font, not at the moment, but there will be. We're working on it to introduce it.
But I don't think we won't use a G like that.
Yeah, we'll introducing different fonts. So yeah, it's coming. There you go. So there you have this one, and again you can put the image into the board. All right. So, what does the memo function do?
Sticks it onto the, like a sticky note.
Perfect. So yeah, you stick it there, and then it will follow you forever. This cat. So yeah. Great, you can change the color, very simple function. It works just to have something if you want to keep it as a reminder, okay? It works for that. So that's great. Great, let's delete this, perfect. So how would we, if I have this brochure here, for example, let's say I have this brochure. No, this is my visa for Kuwait, not this one. Wait a second. If you lose this, I'm coming to school every day here with you. Okay, so let's say I want to bring, this is our brochure, which I'll leave, of course. Let's say I want to take I want to bring this to the board. How do we do that?
Insert.
Okay, insert.
We know this one because we tried it.
Yeah.
QR.
QR code, perfect. And then we, okay, you can do it if you want with yours. Once it comes here, let's give it a second.
Didn't take this long earlier. I don't
It didn't, yeah. So that's, I mean, I don't know if we disconnected it from the internet. I don't think so.
What should we do if it's stuck like this and disconnected?
Sometimes it might be that the cloud might be either too overloaded. It's not something common, but it can happen.
What should we do? What best action we can take right now?
At this point, we need to restart. That's the first thing we do. It might be a refresh on the software that helps.
Because usually it happens, you know.
Yeah.
Is that because the new software, they just...
Yeah, so in this case, for example, on the SBS Note, we're doing a lot of work on it at the moment because it's being heavily improved. You will see the new version of it when you open the toolbox. It will come with 2 or 3 more lines of tools apart from this. So in this case, since it's a feature connected to the cloud, other than waiting until it comes back, there's not much we can do at the moment, okay? Once it becomes more stable on the next update, then it will not be a problem. However, we tried it before, it was working fine. It might be that we try it in 10 minutes and it's working again. So it really just depends.
Really quickly earlier, like isn't it just...
Yeah, it worked very quickly, yeah. Normally, it might be that the cloud is overloaded or that simply they're doing maintenance on the cloud. Unfortunately, they do that maybe at this stage. They try to do it out of work hours, you know, but the work hours based in German time. But yeah, sometimes they need to do the maintenance. Anyway, the answer was right. And what if we want to bring the OPS or the laptop to the board? How do we do that?
And use this at the same time? Or just go
Yes, use it at the same time, yeah, correct.
Use it at the same time.
Yeah.
So insert reader.
Talk about
No. So if I want to bring another window from Windows or anything into the Android side without changing completely. Insert.
I would say
Window and VGA, but it's not connected, so in this case we're going to do OPS. But in your case, if you have the computer connected, then just do VGA, okay? So then we have here the Windows side, all right? You have both, great. And you can still work on it. Perfect. So, what else? What can we do? Let's see. What does the split screen function do, I guess?
the children work at once, one can erase while the other still writing.
Perfect. Perfect.
They can't cross over.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. That is very right. Perfect. So, great. This is what the function does. Yes, correct. Oh, he remembers from yesterday, you see? He's a star student. He was not sleeping, yeah. Very well, very well. This is actually, like I said yesterday, it's very difficult to develop. I mean, you see this on Windows. It's easier because the developing process on Windows is going to be always easier than on Android.
Teachers, do you have a model to practice this?
Oh, you mean like
Application for that tool?
Oh, yes, I mean we have on the Starboard software, for example, you have this application included as well, the split screen, so you can also use it as well on your laptop. But yeah, it's a complex process actually, especially to configure the IR sensors to do what you want them to do on Android. On Windows, it's always going to be easier development. But yeah, you can also use. I didn't explain it, but it's quite simple. You can use the home button here to go home, or a lot of people just prefer using the house here, and it will take you home straight away. Okay, so